Hi and welcome to the Coors Roundup for Sunday the 30th of March. Darcy's made it to their third cup final of the season thanks to a last gasp penalty from Melwood Daniels to beat Gardiner's Arms 3-2 in the Bill Slater Cup. Jack Watson put Gardiner's ahead in the first half, but Ross Davidson ensured the sides were level by the interval, courtesy of a 30-yard strike. Callum Lloyd again put Arms ahead, but up stepped Daniels to equalise and then grabbed the winner that takes Darcy's to Vale Park, ensuring a return for former Vale trainee Davidson. What a fantastic performance and result from Silverdale Athletic. Just 3 days ago they were distraught after a late penalty in extra time cost them the Division 1 Cup final. On Sunday they were up against an informed Premier outfit in Travellers Rest, Milton, who were hoping to make Vale Park for the third year in a row. But it was Silverdale who progressed with a superb 5-1 victory. Now, as expected, Travellers actually took an early lead through Mark Brazier, but Darren Burgess equalised for Silverdale after 20 minutes. The second half was the Johnny Hughes show as the 35-goal striker bagged a hat-trick. His first was after a good advantage from the referee that put Dale ahead. The last two came in the final 15 minutes as Silverdale rose to the challenge to put the game beyond the Premier side. Dan Colclough grabbed a late fifth to confirm their place at Vale Park on May the 4th, with one of the results of the season. Battling Foaming Quart finished their Premier Division season with a hard-earned point against Alsager and ensured that they would avoid bottom spot with a 2-2 draw. Quart worked extremely hard and goals from Mike Rubanski and Craig Richards set them on their way, but second half goals from Ashley Westray and Lucas Wood for Alsager ensured both sides would leave with a point. In Division 1, Golden Cup couldn't finish off the newly crowned Division 1 Cup winners Bologna, as they had to settle for a point in a 3-3 draw. Liam Stoney bagged a brace and Carl Wright netted laid on for Cup, who stay in second for now. Bologna are third and need at least 8 points from their 4 games in hand to pass leaders bravely after Tim Bowyer, Gregor Sawinski and Martin Slarski all scored to earn them a vital point against a strong Golden Cup side. Vodafone goalkeeper Declan Morgan grabbed the winner for the visitors as they beat Scholar Green 3-2 to ensure mid-table stability. Jermaine Reid had put Vodafone 2 up with a brace, but Scholar Green pegged them back thanks to James Cowan and Joan Rushton. Morgan's winner came just before the break and lifts Vodafone to 6th position in the table. Furlong put 6 points between them and the relegation zone with a convincing 4-1 victory over Cuckoo in Division 2. Mark Ellerton scored twice, with Dan Mannion and Jake Simmons adding further goals to ease Furlong's relegation worries. Mishka Hayward had a late consolation for Cuckoo, but they will be disappointed in their performance in a game which looked to be very tight on paper. AFC Clayton finished their season on a high note by putting a spoke in the promotion wheels of Lightwood Tavern, with the Clayton side picking up an impressive 5-2 victory. Rich Taylor put the visitors ahead after a neat flick by Chris Owen, and second half sub Chris Hillman scored from the penalty spot to make it 2-0 after the home keeper was sent off for a professional foul on Dan Skelton. 10-men Tavern hit back almost immediately when Chris Lockett Jr. found the net with a close range header from a corner. Clayton restored their 2-goal lead thanks to a deflected header from Ant Edge, and Chris Owen made it 4-1. But again Tavern battled back and reduced the arrears thanks to a Sean Cartwright penalty. Owen grabbed his second and Clayton's fifth. Third Division Canal Tavern took another scalp in their topsy-turvy season and put a final nail into Plaza's title hopes by picking up a comfortable 3-1 victory. Adam Wilkes put Canal Tavern ahead in the first half, and the game was killed off when Sean Brooks and Pete Neal added goals to ensure the 3 points would be staying with the home side. Shane Allen scored a second half consolation for Plaza, but the loss sees them stay in 4th place and 15 points off the top spot. Coach almost ended Robin Hood's unbeaten record after the visitors, who grabbed a late equaliser to earn a point. Tim Hall netted a brace, and Peter Walker and Nick Malkin added to the goals. Who need one more? Coach now needing one more win to be sure of staying up. Robinot have had their league cut to 4 points with 3 games left, and they may have one eye on the Division 3 Cup final that comes up shortly. But they will be thankful for Richard Birchall, Dave Harry and Ashley Simpson and Josh Woodhouse for scoring to spare their blushes against the struggling Coach Norse's side. Beggays moved to win 4 points of top spot after a narrow 2-1 win over 10th placed Burslem Cricket Club. The Sean Biddulph brace was enough for Beggays to come away with all 3 points, but they were made to sweat after Ross Johnson scored with 20 minutes to go for Burslem, but the home side managed to fend off the Burslem attack. Both Loggerheads and Travellers Rest Milton show they are capable of pushing for promotion next season after they played out a 1-1 draw. In a highly contested game, it was Loggerheads who took an early lead after some great work from Craig Taylor saw him slot the ball home. Loggerheads tried to hold on to their lead, but Middleport finally broke them down in the second half when James Picarellos coolly slotted home to share the spoils. Callum Rowley and Lee Brennan scored vital goals as Auctioneers Arms picked up a 2-1 win over Sneyd Green and get 3 points, which lifts them to the brink of safety. Sneyd, for their part, looked doomed, however, and must win at least 4 of their last 6 games as they drop to the bottom of the table after their consolation goal came through Mark Silverstone. Division 4 bottom side Fen Park battled hard for a credible 3-3 draw with mid-table White Hart. Fen Park looked up against it when Scott Woodcock, Carl Foster and an unfortunate own goal put the away side in a bit of precarious position, but they managed to fight back and earn a point. Scramblers upset the leaders Jester with a fine 5-2 win to leave the 4th Division title race wide open. Liam Keegan netted twice, and Dean Simcock and Danny Booth and Rob Burrows all netted, as the hosts are almost assured now of finishing 4th. Jester need to get back to winning ways, as it's a 3-way tie at the top at the moment, and they could only manage on 2 consolation goals through Dave Bygrave and Richard Birkby. Silverdale Vines seen off All Sages Arms to go level at the top after a well-earned 3-1 victory. Goals from Duncan Gasek, Nathan Lawton and Liam Dan was enough to seal all 3 points. Royal Oak have played a game more than their 2 rivals at the top, but are level on points after an emphatic 8-1 victory over Princess Dresden. In the Division 1 Cup final at Norton United earlier in the week, Bologna actually beat Silverdale Athletic 2-1. Bologna lifted their first trophy in their 6-year history as they edged out Silverdale after extra time. In difficult and deteriorating conditions all night, Bologna made the breakthrough, ironically, from a Silverdale attack as Johnny Hughes, who forged an excellent left-wing run, but no one gambled to get him on the end of the cross, and Bologna cleared. The clearance went all the way through to Gregor Sawinski as he raced away from the static defence and finished well for a 1-0 score. Silverdale were not down for too long, and midway through the first half a free kick from the right wasn't cleared and Ash Everell smashed it home from 10 yards to make the score 1-1. The Bologna keeper then produced a stunning one-handed save to deny Silverdale at the end of the half. The second period proved a tight affair with few chances, although Silverdale goalkeeper had to get down smartly to deny Sawinski a second goal. As the match entered extra time, Johnny Hughes caught a volley as sweet as a nut, but he hit it almost straight at the Bologna keeper. As the clock ticked down, Bologna broke down the left-hand channel and into the box, and as the Silverdale player dived into the tackle, the attacker went down and the penalty was awarded. Englishman Tim Bowyer stepped up and he smashed the ball home with what proved to be the winning goal.